we're on, and with the hour being after 7 o'clock, open the meeting of May 18th, and I'll just read some stuff before we hit the time. That time's a little off, but just so everybody here, anybody here from North Street, Scenic Road, that's done, they pulled it, so they're not doing it. Anybody here for Kearsarge, for the solar, they're gonna continue. Clock Tower's supposed to go. Anybody here for Bristol site plan and special permit up off of Norfolk Street, they're continuing. And anybody here from Warwick subdivision, they're continuing. So the only one that looks like will be the Clock Tower. But I'll have to announce them at each time when everyone's up. So that being said, so your people don't have to hang for that if you're here for those. You don't have to wait till 7:05, 7:10, and so on.
Jeff?
What?
Would you ask them to call the office for the time certain?
Yeah.
The folks?
Yeah, anybody want, they can call time certain, but they can't call Mondays or Fridays.
Right.
Well, they can, they just won't get the answer.
Okay, with the hour being at, yeah, I already said that. Minutes, April 20th. I'll make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Sarah. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstain. Okay. Now, yeah, that's close. We usually go by that clock anyway, not the cell phones. They all being after 7:05, North Street Scenic Road. It was pulled off. I'll read it from Landis Hershey. It says, conservation is withdrawing without prejudice the application before the planning board for the Scenic Road hearing. So therefore, it's done and nothing's going forward. It's pulled. Okay.
You don't want to vote on it, you don't need to.
What?
You don't need to vote to withdraw that.
No, they're withdrawing, I mean, that's what I used to argue with the Concom when I'm doing the schools. What do you mean I can't withdraw?
Is it a question of allowing them to withdraw without prejudice, though?
That still doesn't make a difference, because it's Scenic Road, it's not like that 2-year crap. It's a very technical term, crap. Now,
Jeff, do you want to just repeat that? I see someone who just came in the audience.
what, the North
North
Street's
Street,
done?
yeah.
Yep, they pulled it, so it's not going forward, so.
It's been removed, and so it's gone, until and unless they request it again.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we still got a bit before we get to continue Kearsarge, so what's this? A and R? Okay, we have an A and R on Pembina Street from Matthew Kinch. Ooh, look at the pretty colors. Do they let you record this, Kyle, with colors?
That will be filed as a petitioner's plan with the land court chair, so it won't actually go on record as a normal plan. Once they approve that, they'll draw their own plan. So they actually require colors.
Okay, so, I don't even know what this, oh. Joel Ave, Sycamore,
I believe it's Simeon's house.
yeah, Simeon's old house.
Yeah, they split the lot in half.
Why is it, okay, never seen this before, why is there so much? Why is Joel Ave why is the land shown between Joel and Walnut?
Where?
Oh yeah, we got this.
Well, this is Walnut Street Extension, actually.
Yeah, I know, but Simeon, what land does he own now?
Yes, right here.
So all they're doing is splitting this, right,
They
Carl?
had to go all the way out here to get to fix everything, to put it all together. But this is a lot, they put a line down here like that.
Oh, okay, that's
So you
why
get-
everything's
There's
here.
your lot A and your lot B,
Gotcha, gotcha.
right? Frontage, the circles on it, everything.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of extra information.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because it has to go, they have to show that to the land court, to do the type of survey that they want to assure that it's been put in the right place.
Okay, so it's all set then, what you're
It
saying?
is. It went through a couple of generations with me, at least a couple, and they were very good about revising it. It's a busy plan, but Dunn McKenzie did a nice job and cleaned it up, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm good with it.
All right. Make a motion to endorse plan of land for 2275 Pemberton. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have a second? All those in favor? Aye.
Where's Pemberton in relationship, what's this line? Oh, that's the buffer line, okay. RA?
Should be down here, John. Yeah.
Or B.
Okay.
You got a pen?
Yeah.
All right. Sarah, then we'll just do Kearsarge. Hour being after 7:10, we have a public hearing for Kearsarge North Street, 2304 site plan, and we have a letter from the applicant, and Weston Sampson, on behalf of Kearsarge Walpole LLC, is requesting the following. They want to extend the time of the planning board to act up to September 30th, 2023. So I'll make that in a form of motion. Do I have a second?
Second?
Second. All those in favor? Aye. All right, so they're good to the 30th,
What day was that again?
September 30th.
September 30th.
And they request that we open just to continue for the first available meeting in June. And what do we got?
June 15th,
What time?
7:10,
What?
7:10?
7:10? Okay, and we'll continue this meeting without testimony until 7:10 on June, what did you say?
15.
15th. All right, so that's done. Now, we're rolling. And we got a bit for the next one. What else we got?
Bruin, Northwoods, Heidi Street, Mary.
Whatever you got
Into
there?
Bruin Way with Attorney Philip Mackey.
Oh, he's up next? Okay.
I'll be quick.
That's one word I never heard out of the previous.
That's true. I could drag this out, but, good evening, Phil
She will
Mackey.
be down the
Maggie
cape
Mackey,
before you finish, so.
1256 Washington Street. Norwood, Massachusetts is counsel for, and on behalf of the applicant, Mike Freiberger, for, I think it was 965 West Street.
Yep.
Basically, I had planned on asking for endorsement of the plan tonight, but I can tell that I'm going down the rabbit hole with the mortgagee again, which we've done this before, so I would actually ask that you vote to extend the time for endorsement. I am hoping to be here in July. I've been told they won't be done for 30 days, so I already know I can't make your June meeting. My goal is to be done as soon as possible, but I also don't want to chase summer schedule, so if you would consider extending the time through the end of August or end of September, and I'll be here as soon as I can to get your endorsement.
All right, make a motion to extend up to September 30th, 2023 to endorse a plan of land. Do I have a second?
Second?
Any discussions? All in favor? Aye. All right, see you, like the song, Phil, in September.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yep. Still a little bit to go.
So no date, just later? He'll let
No,
us know?
they just bring it in on the other
He's
business.
ready, yeah.
Okay.
Northwood ready or not?
Yep.
All right. Okay, first off, we have a, we sign Northwood's plan?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, oh, you got the plans
Yeah,
there.
they gotta be signed.
What?
They have to be signed.
There were a couple of issues, right?
Kyle has,
First off, we have the no appeal. So there's been no appeal for this from the town clerk. Kyle, private way covenant, you all set with that?
Yes, yes.
Dave, make a motion to accept the private way covenant. Do I have a second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
You gonna fill in everything, Kate?
I will later, I just have to put it in the date of the format.
I'll just sign that off.
That's accepted.
Done, 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 and we gotta do the signing before we do the
And the
format.
format.
Yeah, but we gotta do this first, right?
This one, Mr. Chair, they were gonna show the easement, right? With the final plan on that lot 6. Is that right?
I don't know. Kyle was supposed to review them. Easement on there?
Which easement?
There's something,
Around the driveway? Paul?
on lot six, lot six. Lot six.
Something, there was something around here.
Yeah, that wasn't on my list. I can go up
I
and get
think,
my
I
memo.
think we had it a condition.
I
Didn't we
have,
add it as a condition?
let me get the decision. Okay.
No? Okay.
I have to get it.
You're gonna get the decision? Because I can too, so you go ahead. I've got to go up on Heidi Street.
I think I didn't bring my old plans, but.
While looking at that and waiting another minute or two.
Yeah.
Which one's simpler, Marion? Is Marion ready?
Marion's not ready. You can give me a vote to pay the Lincoln Estates.
Okay. How much was that?
Invoice?
To Gemma?
Yep. Out of the Kendall Fund.
Okay. We have an invoice here from Metro West Engineering for the work that's being done on Lincoln Estates, payable through the Kendall Fund in the amount of $9,310. And I make a motion to pay. Do I have a second?
Second?
Second. Any discussions? All those in favor?
Okay.
That sounds set.
I gave everybody a copy tonight of, Tom Lane sent me in
Oh, yeah, the link.
the Zoom thing, so I gave everybody a copy. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think you emailed it, right? Because I saw it on my work phone.
I'm sorry,
You emailed it too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw it on my work phone.
but I just thought everybody should have it. Yep. That's it. Oh, why didn't you look at the-
It's not there? Maybe I have it wrong.
What did you think it said?
Here's the special conditions. There's a whole bunch
They-
of stuff on there, but none of it required at the time of endorsement.
You want
Maybe-
this, so don't.
Except for, there were a handful of notes, and I'll have to get them out of that folder.
I just don't want you to lose it.
put it aside for now. If you want to go, you got more looking to do, Carl?
What's that?
You have more looking to do, we all?
Well, I'm just gonna check and see what the outstanding items were. So move on and we'll go back to it.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do. So, we're at 7:20, we have a continued public hearing for the clock tower. Okay. I think this has been continued longer than the clock tower itself.
When I was drafting the decision, the list of meetings where there was no testimony given was a long list of meetings.
Yes.
But we're here. All set?
Yeah, and my understanding is, okay, I'll read what's here. As we're doing the wind down, I got something from the Board of Health, and they reiterate comments of September 20th, 22. Stated they recommend adequate lighting for safety, bike racks, and recommends recycling to comply with the Massachusetts waste ban. I know it's not here, but this was approved, because I did see, and I did know that the zoning board, the last night, right? Oh,
Monday night, they
Monday.
voted to approve it. They haven't filed a decision yet, but they voted to approve it.
Yeah, I know that. Didn't even get a no from them, but we do know that. And the last thing at our end from departments, let me just check. From Carl, and you wanna read it, Carl? Oh, you're searching.
No, I haven't, Mr. Chair. On May 9th, I did deliver a letter to both the zoning board and the planning board on the latest, the latest plan set that Mr. American delivered through Kate. And we don't have any further comments, and the very last comment that I had was addressed in this revision, and that was a fence along the retaining wall, fence to prevent pedestrians from falling over the retaining wall on the southeasterly side of the site. So I reminded the board in that letter that we should do in the conditions, some kind of a condition that allows some flexibility to alter Chestnut Street, should it go, be modified as it goes through the select board process. And outside of that, I have no more comments.
Okay, in regards to the fence, Crowley's gonna make them put it up anyway, because that comes under the building codes. But
Correct.
We can note that, and why don't you refresh us, what's going on with the, I know you got some land you're gonna give away or something. I know it's not on this, we're gonna, what you've got in front of us is what you own
Let
and
me
what
give
you
you a
want.
recap here. It's been a minute since we were here. So since the plan we submitted in August, we've basically just been working through all the conservation issues. That's all been resolved. The Conservation Commission has approved the project. And all we really did at the end for the Conservation Commission was add some plantings and some restoration area over here on the far side of the old railroad walls. So everything else is the same, pretty much, a few minor details added. What you're asking about, Jack, is that the current lot line goes like this,
Yep.
and back like this, and over here, and the existing sidewalk is on private property. So town engineer would like to see all of that in the town's right of way, so the plan contemplates the applicant giving this triangle of land here, and then a rounding here to the town, so that they can incorporate that into the Chestnut Street layout, and then when the applicant rebuilds the sidewalk, it would fall within the town layout.
Okay. If you're redoing it, you're just giving land away, basically, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and you think you'd have to come back?
To you.
Yeah.
So all of that work is,
Well, I'll stop you there, Dan, only because I've already had my own little battles, because up off of Lincoln Road, where they subdivided the Home of Little Wanderers into 5 lots,
yep,
I've been told they don't have to come back, because that whole thing was on the one site plan. I'm not sure we haven't finished that, but you just can't chop off land and walk away, right? This is kind of going the opposite, where you were actually,
Right, so, but the plan that you would reference depicts that the applicant would do this, so that would just be following through on the plan.
no, I understand, so if you had to come back, it'd be a minor anyway,
Okay.
all right? So, think that, Kyle, because what Dan's proposing, you agree with, correct?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah, and it goes both ways. There's potentially a piece of land that the applicant will provide land to the town on the corner of Chestnut and Washington Street. This version actually has some coloring that shows it, and at the driveway from Chestnut Street, but there's the potential for land, I believe, to go back to the applicant as well. It wouldn't be an even swap, but this could all be accomplished through the layout adjustment, through a layout alteration on Chestnut Street, through the select board.
if that's, yeah, that's more of a road issue than I understand.
is.
Okay, all right, nothing else, Dan, you all set?
Yeah.
All right, John, you got any questions, comments?
No, I don't believe there's anything new I have questions on.
Okay, Sarah?
Excuse me, yes, just a few questions. Dan, can you just go through the sidewalks around the site, and if there are any ramps?
Sure, there'll
Just
be-
kind of go through that.
On our site, so we're gonna continue the town sidewalk kind of around the corner into what is now our property, but what would become town property, and then into our site, basically providing the accessible path for our parking space. And we have a concrete sidewalk on the left side of the building, and just short sidewalks in from what will be the new town sidewalk out on Chestnut Street. This is not a sidewalk, it's really like a deck platform that'll be built up above the grade. But
Okay.
it basically provides access to the first floor level at the back of the building. And then on the front, there is presently a patio, a brick patio there that's gonna get rebuilt and it's gonna stay.
Okay, so is there do you need a ramp to go to that back patio, or it's all at the level of the pavement?
To this patio?
To the back? Like
Back here?
where the entrance for the commercial spaces and the residential?
So there'll be an accessible curb cut here, it's not really a ramp, there'll be an accessible curb cut, and then that'll transition immediately into the constructed platform.
Okay,
The reason for it's a platform is because the driveway here is sloping down as you go into Washington Street, so that platform stays level,
okay,
and it just becomes more than you can manage with a curb.
okay. Okay, I'm asking because I'm looking at the entrances. Yeah, it looks like there are two side entrances for the residents. So there's one that's kind of right on Washington Street and one on the other end. But it just, it's not dimensioned, but it doesn't seem to line up well with, especially the steps that you have near Washington.
So you're asking about this one?
Yeah, and that one.
This one will come out on the sidewalk.
Okay,
That will be right there on the sidewalk, and the other one will come out right here onto the brick patio area.
so it goes onto the brick patio area.
Yes.
Okay. And then it looks like you have like two, pathways from the sidewalk on Chestnut into the building.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's three doorways.
Well, this one here would come out on the these three here.
Yeah.
So I have a short walkway from the sidewalk
Oh, just to that
to
one?
that door.
Okay,
And then I have the two walkways in from the sidewalk to the two middle doors, and then the door that's over here is from the brick patio.
okay. 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 And then, I think in a previous meeting, I had asked about cars turning from Chestnut into the project. So let's say cars are heading east, right? So they're going kind of up that hill, and do you have a sight distance?
Heading this way?
Yeah, they're going that way, but they're gonna turn in.
Yeah.
And so the cars that are coming, down that hill in the direction, how far, do they have enough sight distance that they can safely turn in without a car speeding down that hill? And,
I think so. I don't have the number here, but you can, if you're here, sight line across the corner of the wall takes you all the way up into the intersection here.
and you can see all the way.
Yeah.
It's not impeded
the
by a
slope.
hill. You
Because you're
can,
in the right lane, so you get a good view up that slope.
okay. Okay, and then the renderings have a sign shown along Washington Street, but there are no sign details. Was that just kind of,
The signage hasn't, it'll all be wall signs, but it hasn't been figured out yet.
okay. So that should be part of our set, so you'll do like a,
You could put a condition in that we bring the signage back to the board for
Okay.
review.
okay.
We could do that.
I mean, I think it would be good because we want to make sure that it's according to the bylaw.
Yeah, I'll leave that up. Obviously, we could continue this one more time if we wanted to, or you could just introduce a condition that requires us to come back with the wall sign details.
Yeah, I mean, if the other board members are okay, I'm okay with that. I don't want to let it go without
Sure.
without reviewing it.
Well, what would happen is you have to go see the building inspector and go through all that stuff with the sign. A lot of guys do that after without us, so they gotta go, they won't get their own sign permit and so on.
Right.
Yeah, so we might be easier. Right?
Whatever. Pleasure of the board.
Okay. All right, and then, just for curiosity, that patio there, are they planning to have like, tables and chairs and nice things for
It hasn't
people
been
to
thought
see?
about
And
yet. Probably, but it depends on what kind of tenants end up in that first floor.
Okay,
It'd be a nice little spot for something like that, yeah.
yeah, it will be nice. Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
All right. Anyone in the public have anything to say? Who? You all set, Dan? Everybody's all set? Okay. Okay, we'll do this. We got two special conditions, I believe. The first one will be that.
Jeff, hold on, I have a draft decision.
I know, but I can at least tell you what they are.
Just kidding.
These 3-day work weeks must be killing you.
I'm sorry?
These 3-day work weeks are killing you.
Loving it.
Municipal government at its best. Okay. So the first special condition would be a fence will be placed on the top of the retaining wall.
That's on the plan already.
Okay, then we'll do this, then the fence requirements and details will fall under the Mass Building Codes and will be part of the building permit.
Sure.
Doesn't matter, I mean, we're just gonna put it in there. Crowley's gonna do something anyway, he's gonna tell you what he wants, so what you have to do.
Say
So,
that again, please, Jeff, repeat that.
the fence requirements and details will fall under the Mass Building Codes and will be part of the building permit. Jim will tell him what he needs or whatever it's supposed to be. And the second one is, when the signage is developed, the applicant shall come back and show us.
And then Deputy Chief asked for some of his usual requirements. No grilling on the balconies. He wanted us to add a little more painting and signage on the driveway, which we can add to the endorsement set.
Okay.
He wants a master key, similar to what we had at 173 High Point Street.
Okay, the grilling, yeah, we'll put that in, no grilling, but it's not our deal, as you know. And the same thing with all the signage and the painting as required by the deputy chief, Kate, that Paul had done before. I don't think there's anything else. All right, that being done, make a motion to approve case number 2202 for the clock tower. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion, all in favor? Aye, opposed, abstained. Over.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
with a long one.
Yeah, but you know what? The lumber prices have gone back to normal. Yeah.
There you
I
go.
looked today, it's almost back to where it was before the bug, so, yeah. Okay, that's done. Okay, 7, oh good, we can knock them all off because we're beyond the time. Two Bristols, Kate,
Bristol.
and then if you get the same time, because I'm whip those out and Warwick, because I'm passing times on all 3 of them.
This is Bristol.
Okay. We have a letter from the attorneys for Bristol Brothers, and the applicant has given us an extension up through July 31st, 2023, and for both the special permit 2302 and site plan 2301. Make that as a motion up through July 31st, 2023. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, and June 15th, what time?
Corsage is at 7:10, so
All right, 7:20. Okay, so we've opened it to continue it without testimony, and one will be at 7:20, which will be the way you had it,
yep.
site plan, and at 7:21 will be the special permit, so, and that will be on June 15th. Okay. And the last one I'm dealing with is, what?
I just have a question on, do Warwick and then I'll do it.
I need more. My favorite developer. It's all right, he'll put it on tape and send it in and turn me in for something else. Hi, Lou. All right.
Where'd the crowd go?
As discussed, I don't know who we discussed with, but he's request continue the public hearing, but he wants to give us an extension up through June 30th, 2023, so I'll make that in a form of motion, extension up through June 2023, and this, we're doing this without testimony for Warwick subdivision. So do I have a
Second?
second from Sarah? Okay.
June 30th, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, and what would it be on the 15th, Kate?
7:30?
Okay, we'll continue this public hearing without testimony until 7:30 PM on June 15th, 2023. Dun, dun, dun. And, all right, but Heidi,
I'm sorry?
Heidi,
Yeah. I just want to.
it's not a good, well, while we did you give us a Form F too, or we just signed the plan?
Well, this came in today. I emailed him today for an update, and this is what I got. Oops, sorry.
I have the form which Carl approved and client signed. You have my Mylars.
I have the Mylar signed off.
I'll get the agreement done and approved by Carl. When have you done the Form F approvals?
He checks them.
I check them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just basically our form, all you do is check in the
Right.
You'd be
lots.
surprised, Mr. Chairman, dates are wrong, things sometimes even get awry with a simple document.
Okay. So you have put your, on the line that it's correct.
Yes,
You put your entire career, okay.
I have a keen eye.
The mind,
Soft.
Shaky, definitely a little rounded.
all right. So, we gotta do the plan first, correct? Plan's all set, Kyle?
Plan is set, yep.
Okay.
So you're good?
Plan's all set. It's the Form F,
Yeah, but we gotta sign the plan.
but we have to endorse and accept the Form F.
Yeah, so we endorse the plan, and then we accept the Form F.
We don't have it,
We don't have what?
the Form F.
Or we can endorse the plan, it just goes nowhere.
Okay.
Correct, Kyle?
Yeah, Ken.
Because until you release the Form F, it doesn't do him any good, he can't record it or anything, so we just sign it. So,
Right, Mr.
We
Chair,
just
to
don't
be
give
clear,
it
he
to him?
needs a Form F, and he also needs a private way covenant as well.
oh, he doesn't have that either?
Yeah, that's.
So,
I
he
think
can't
we-
do anything, this will just sit in his yard or wherever.
Kate,
Okay.
correct me, did you get a Form F draft, an
I had
unsigned
a
one?
draft, and he said he was going to, Jack has the letter in front of him, like email in front of him.
So the issue is getting a signed Form F and then getting a private way covenant that's matches this, and this private way covenant should be very similar to one that was just signed for Northwoods.
Well, what we can do is just hold these then.
Hold on.
Right, it's all up to you and.
Yeah, rather we get them signed off and be done with that part, and they just sit upstairs, right?
I think so.
And Liz Gaffey signed off with no on May 1st, so, and you're all set with this, Carl?
Yeah.
All right, I'm making,
I can let you know what the outstanding items were at the last review, but on all these plans, Mr.
No,
Chair, I get
it's still
either
on the
paper
agenda.
copies or PDFs. We look at them, we adjust them, they all go through 2 or 3 revisions before they get to the Mylar stage.
okay.
See?
All right, I'll make a motion to endorse. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll second, Sarah, all in favor?
Aye.
Carl, do you have it on your computer that you can,
Minutes on that, we just have the board discuss special.
take the 2 plans and overlay them and see if anything's changed?
No, no, I do it the old-fashioned way, I keep the last set, I open them both up on a counter and I look to see what was changed.
That's why, we should.
Sometimes applicants that are kind will give me
I still have it as,
a set with highlights and
Standing.
notes on it to see what's changed, if there are, more than a handful. So
Is there a reason?
usually quite a
Must be
bit,
because-
there's I asked them and said, don't just bring Mylars in. Give us, do the revisions, let's look at them, make sure they're right, and when they go to Mylar, where they've been looked at several
You
times.
can't bring these to the, can you bring these registry deeds with clouds in them like you do on every normal building?
Yeah, I don't think a cloud would be a problem for recording.
Okay. Now, we have, the software is, a lot of times, the architect will not cloud a plan until it's contract. Because they'll be doing like DD sets and all those sets, so contractually, they're not obligated. Once it's a construction document, it goes out for bid, after that, they gotta do the plans, but we bid a lot and do a lot on those without clouds. So now you're looking like.
No, I like clouds, but I think there's a place instead of a contract set that goes out shouldn't have them. You could possibly have clouds on an addendum set, all right? Or you could have clouds issued on a construction set.
But it's just the way, like, here at the school, the steel, the concrete, and the site were bid before their construction documents, so they sent them back out again, and you gotta compare the changes, but now they don't put the clouds on it. So you gotta hunt and pick.
That's not good.
No, that's why that thing helps. But
So
they-
you got a program that will compare
Yeah,
one to the
they'll
other.
show you the difference.
Yeah, and I can see it in that industry.
Hey,
We're
one,
not tracking so much here, these aren't so good.
one problem is the rebar is, oh, they changed, yeah, you look, oh, they went from number 4 to number 8.
It's much more, yeah. right.
or the other way around.
Yeah,
It should be,
wow, we don't go that way.
okay.
We didn't see that.
But I keep, well, if project's under review, subdivision, I keep all the versions of it until we get the signature. And then the earlier ones go. And I particularly keep the last set so that when I get a new set, I can go through and see. So like I say, it's an unsophisticated manual way of checking it. But here in this, none of these had very much in the way of revisions.
Other than the Form F, what was the other thing you said they didn't have?
Private way covenant.
Private way covenant.
Does he need an O and M too?
It's that structure to multiple owners, there's only one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I relieved them of that. Same thing with Northwoods. There's one owner on that road.
So does this give, oh, he owns the road, so the butter couldn't just put a driveway in,
They should,
unless he makes a deal with him.
Thank you.
Oh, on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
okay.
next one,
Yeah, he's a Form A abutting lot, he doesn't have any rights in that driveway.
he already has, that's already Form A.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's all set there, but he doesn't have any rights because it's a private way.
I've already forgotten what you said, the other thing
I
was.
mean, it brings up some interesting issues, whether they do or not, my opinion is they don't. But
What was that covenant we just mentioned?
Form F, and he needs the,
private way
private
covenant.
way.
The private way covenant actually has some, the two documents overlap a little bit, the ones that we've been using. So the private way covenant has, it's basically saying that they will maintain it. So we said, okay, if there's not more than one owner, we can just be good with the, in my prior life, we didn't have these. So I think the world of these couple of the documents that you're using on this. So,
Well, it helps when you have more than one person on there.
it very much does. I don't think you can do any kind of a private way without it.
Yeah, because you don't, because people just buy the
Because they'll
house.
argue, they, you know, somebody will participate with costs and somebody else won't, and it leads, I've seen all kinds of arguments in private ways about maintenance. And they want the town to intervene.
What's that?
And plowing also.
Okay, I'm paying for this. Plow guy goes, this far only.
Right, that, all that stuff happens, John.
As long as the rest of it plowed, you pay.
Jack, you have the docs for Northwoods? You have the Northwoods?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now, did we find anything?
So,
I think it must have been resolved.
so I think what you may be confused, if you look at the plans on the registry sheet, there is a driveway from the abutting lot.
This isn't land court plan, is it?
No. So the driveway for this lot, there's a lot here, is on Lot 6.
Yeah.
They've made a parcel there to convey over to this lot,
Yes.
so they don't need an easement,
Oh,
because they're gonna convey.
so they
the
make,
land.
so they,
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
a
remember
parcel
that.
there,
So
and with a
we'll
note,
throw
to conveyance or something?
Oh, there it is, parcel B, right there.
C05, right?
Okay.
And so
Okay.
this parcel is supposed to go along to the Anderson lot.
So,
Okay.
that's,
So they
That's
won't
taken
need
care
an
of.
easement.
that's
Okay.
simple.
Well, it will be when they do it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's the only thing I think we had left. Okay, I'll make a motion to endorse.
I think we already did that.
We did? We already said okay.
Second?
Yeah, and then Sarah
Second.
raised the issue.
Kevin Finger on my guide. Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right. Kyle, did you participate in the limited site plan for Freiberger?
I did.
You know you don't have to?
I don't.
Not you, you know it's not required?
That may be, and I don't make that call, but we had a department head meeting about it.
Yeah.
And I had reviewed it with the Conservation Commission under the land disturbance in the NOI, so I was pretty familiar with it anyway.
Yeah, because per mass law, all agricultural over 2 acres are exempt. Once upon a time, it was 5, and that got changed back in the early 2000s. You know the Cleveland's house down on Common? I mean, Common, Washington.
Washington, yes.
When Johnny bought it with son, I said, hey, you can put chickens out there, you can be a farm, because he has enough land.
He's got 2 acres, huh?
Yeah,
I'm a little short, Mr. Chairman,
yeah, I am too.
about 6,000 square feet.
Closer than that, but not quite. This is 1.9.
I hope you realize, Mr. Chairman, that this set is specially equipped with a left-handed signature block.
You know, we're jumping, that's the other thing, right?
They're all on the lower right corner.
No, I just didn't know.
One, yeah, some sheets is tough to do.
Well, with a computer, you can move them.
Yeah.
Truex learned that, yeah. Can't do it while he's in Italy. Or in Florida. He complains how busy he is.
He was on the phone today with the GLM ringback, so he's here.
Oh. This even goes back to Maggie, is, guys, we don't need to sign the detail sheets.
I'll have them do it if the details are customized to the particular job. If they were town standard only and they hadn't been changed, I would have left them on.
Now I'm on this sheet. Question. Once upon a time, 20-something years ago, they changed the signs to all caps, right?
Yeah,
Why'd they change them to back?
I don't know.
Because I thought that was for all the people getting older so they could see the signs and stuff.
I'm not familiar with that.
Are you needing that these days, Jeff?
Well, we had problems with Maggie Walker, the previous one, because your details hadn't kept up with the new state regs, and it was like,
Yeah.
like somebody's brother-in-law was a sign maker up on the State House.
Did we continue, Marion? Or we haven't talked about that?
We're not doing it, it's not doing it already.
Okay.
You get to the end there.
The night we signed Toll Brothers, it was like forever. Okay.
Jack, I need you to endorse the private way.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all, yep.
We voted to accept it. I need your signature on it.
We voted to accept it or endorse it? I think we voted to accept it, right?
You moved to accept it, yes.
Yeah, and we already did that.
Right.
All right. Now, it's all, almost signed, I'll make them, finance form, after, covenant in order, I'll make a motion to accept. Do I have a second?
On Northwood still?
Yeah.
Second?
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Where do we sign it? Thought there was a place for us, isn't there?
On the back, let's see. Last page.
Says
No,
com-
I
it
don't
says
think
com-
you need to sign the Form
No,
F.
I don't see it.
You need to sign the
Yeah, sign the private
covenant,
way, yeah.
private way covenant.
I guess not, yeah.
Just you, no signature on the Form F.
Okay, that's all done. All right. Pass that along. Wow.
Staying too.
What's going on Marion Street, or other than the,
Marion Street's not ready, we're waiting for the landscape covenant.
no, I know, they're both dying. Yeah, try this
Yeah,
one.
we get a,
Thing we asked about in the first meeting?
get some more.
The area.
Lots of meetings.
I don't know what happens, I don't,
That's in front of me.
What's that one? Let's see if I can get it. I'll go up and get another one. We got a whole other one.
Carl, this is yours. I don't
Okay.
want
No, this is worse, I think.
You can watch this. Even licking it ain't helping.
We got a fresh one right here.
Yeah. Now it's coming. Hey, when, they back working on 1A,
Yes.
how are they working?
I haven't driven it in a week or so. They're on the north end. My understanding is trying to tie in all the stuff from last year.
Oh,
Walls and things like that.
they
drive,
can't do this, too many things at once?
When are we gonna get the lights?
That's a topic of conversation. That'll come next Tuesday morning.
That'll be
That's been on the last couple of meetings, and supposedly the end of May, the vendor is gonna come in. There's a problem with Bullard and Willard Street.
because of not last winter, the first winter, the bolts that hold the signal pole, they were bent by the plow. And you can't just bend them back, and you can't, the whole, and the pier is very big, it's 8 foot diameter, 6 foot or something like that, with all reinforced steel,
Yeah,
15 feet deep or whatever to withhold that thing.
yeah.
That can't be used again, so you can't just take that out and pour in a new one with new bolts. It needs to go in a spot, so that's a problem. We understand that there may be a solution, a temporary solution, because of course the intersection's all set up and all that other stuff.
So
It's
if
not
that
happening
one's not
rapidly,
working,
but
they
an interim
can't.
solution to get signals up and get that functioning. Fisher
Just at
Street,
that end, right?
what's that?
Just at Bullet?
Yeah, that's the only one, so Fisher Street is all set up. What held that up was, well, I don't know, one of the things to the north of Borough, the gas main was very shallow, and the gas company lowered it December. And now, here we are, well into May, and we don't have a functioning signal there, so.
What happened, the state run out of money?
No, there's no financial problems, it's a matter of execution and
told me-
coordination of vendors
Yeah,
and
but they didn't
stuff.
want to start until May 7th. Why'd they wait so long?
We asked the same question. It was really seriously a source of great aggravation.
They were waiting for Bubbling Brook to open, maybe, or?
But, they are underway. Things are happening.
Now, if I look right when I go by, Kyle, it doesn't look like there's any bridge curb in front of the sidewalk, is there? On the bridge over the brook by the country kitchen,
No, I don't think so.
get it?
It will.
Usually you
It's gonna fall.
cast it in.
I was down there, and I'm not quite sure what the sequence is. I think that we have some issues with where they are now.
Because what we used to do is you epoxy in the back, a stud. Use that as your form, naturally on this side, and pour it so it's not gonna move.
Yeah, some of the details here are where we are on that. I was down there the other day, but we didn't go into too much, because we really don't have any influence or any involvement with that.
Still can't figure out that bridge when you come down. It just doesn't seem like it's straight, does it?
Well, I mean, when we get, the road is not, the whole North Street intersection isn't set up yet,
Oh, okay.
so,
But what's funny is they open the bridge and it's just a concrete deck, right? And you always put waterproof membrane on it so the salt doesn't get down and chew it up. How'd that work this year? No, it's not, it's just concrete, just gonna get exposed to the salt. I'm sure they didn't put, there's stuff you can spray on, salt guard. Yeah, that's
that was discussed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Since you're in municipal government, Colin, was it, we had an issue down in Situate where all the sidewalks were up. And they said it was bad concrete. Then you had pictures of, in the winter, it was salted. And the Situate DPW said, no, we use that special salt down there. Now, if I go up in the yard here, is it on the right or the left side of the salt barn?
The special salt?
The special salt.
I think some of it, the darker stuff has ice bed on it.
And the other thing is, the sidewalk's right next to it's at the high school, so it's right next there, so if you're going in a sanding anyway, or salting now, there's nothing there to stop it from not getting up on
Sure.
the sidewalk, so.
Yeah, the two of them aren't compatible.
Who's responsible for street signs? Highway department?
Yeah.
I drive back and forth to Foxborough sometimes and whatever, and up on North Street, there's like a big speed hump, whatever, before you get to, the fire station. On North Street, I think it is.
In Foxborough?
Yeah.
So no cake for me, guys?
Phil was
What
bringing
does
it.
that mean?
It's my last
Birthday?
meeting ever.
Oh, your last meeting?
But you, oh, that's right, it is,
I thought I was gonna have
Thinking of something
balloons
special,
and
yeah.
The
flowers.
chairman has a
Realize
plaque for
that.
you, Sarah.
Huh?
The chairman has a plaque.
Yeah.
Bill?
I got Marasky a cake,
well, there's a
just
speed.
saying.
Yes, you did.
speed one, it's not just a
I had
little-
it special made.
It's not,
I didn't think you did.
it's easy to go over, but they had a sign up, and somewhere along the line, it got bent, and it's now signed behind a telephone pole. I'm just trying to figure out who trying to contact, and,
In Foxborough?
yeah,
They have a DPW.
yeah, just call DPW.
Jack, I just need to make sure everybody's all set
Did you
with,
see signs
Bent
are
back.
suddenly, yeah, it's been like
Monday.
for 2
We get
years or
calls
something.
like that all the time.
The plow was hitting or something, and it's still up, but it's like that, kind of, just needs to be bent back or something.
All right, we're all signed.
You don't see it until you're on top of it. I know it's there, so I don't, but someone else following along.
So we all got, Kate sent out the email, the link for the Zoom for Monday.
Monday, yeah.
And you're gonna come here, John?
I'll be here in town hall.
Where's it gonna
somewhere,
be, Kate, for John?
I think 116, Pat's setting it up
Okay. What's 116?
downstairs.
Oh, okay. All right, so Pat
yeah.
Duchesne
One
is,
of one of the little ones over here somewhere,
so
okay,
Pat
yeah.
Duchesne will set it up. And I don't know if I can do it or not. 12:30, we'll see if I'll bid or something, so. You gonna be doing it?
Me, no, I can't do that day.
Who knows if everybody shows up from their end, so, okay. Anything else? All right, make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
A second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right, Sarah's last.
We'll miss you.
Oh, thanks, I'll miss you guys too.